Hey, everybody. Once again, you are tuned in to TWID Radio. If you haven't been told or just didn't know, TWID stands for that's what I do. And as long as you're breathing, I guarantee you're doing something. We're bringing you the real, raw, the relevant tackling news, dating, marriage, sports, and more. This is where the black community connects, grows, and thrives. That's what we do in our tribe, circles, and communities. So hit that subscribe button and join the TWID revolution today. Family, once again, we are in the building. You are tuned in to TWID Radio. TWID stands for That's What I Do. Family, you see the title. It's laughable, but then again, it's not laughable. Is it okay for your wife to call her pastor daddy? Now listen, I got an issue with the title. Is it okay for your wife to call her pastor, so he's not your pastor? So I guess this is one of those situations where the woman has a pastor, she goes to church, but the husband don't. Okay, I get it. But that within itself is an issue, a problem. But a bigger problem is he's reverencing and honoring this pastor so much that he's okay and she's okay with him being called daddy by her and her being okay with calling him daddy. Now, this brother that I'm about to show you has a problem with this. I mean, I don't blame him, but some of this is a fault of his as the covering of his wife and hers. He's supposed to be teaching her. Leading is teaching. You can't lead and not teach. But that's a whole nother issue. Let's go to the clip and see what's going on. Can't make this up.
I'm so mad. I go through my wife's phone and my wife is calling the pastor daddy. Calling the pastor daddy. Nah, pastor, open this door. Open this door, pastor. Yeah, I got a question. No, here's my question. My question to you, why I go through my wife's phone and my wife calling you the pastor of your church, calling the pastor of your church, calling you daddy. You allow your church members to call you daddy? That's what you're saying? You saying you want your flock? And I'm gonna upload the footage, and I promise you. No, what you mean? No, please. No, ain't no camera. No,
that's my spiritual daughter.
Ain't no spiritual daughter, nothing. Ain't no. You is not gonna. You got my wife calling you daddy. Okay. You got my wife calling you daddy. Now I'm not. Wait. What you mean? Wait. It ain't no wait. You ain't got no wait. Ain't no wait. Ain't no wait. You don't got my wife calling you daddy. I don't care if you call no police. You call the police. I don't care what you're saying. You got my wife calling you daddy. I tell you, there ain't no spiritual daughter. Ain't no spiritual daughter. I promise you, I'm putting this church on blast. What's the name of this church? What's the name of this church? No, what's the name of it? Yeah, whatever.
Family, the pastor is saying, no, wait. Listen. This is my take on it. And this is just my take. My wife has no pastor. She has a covering. Every wife should have a covering. That covering should be their husband. Now, I understand, especially in the black community, our women have been taught to reverence everybody. Well, we won't even focus on everybody. Let's just focus on the pastor. If they're going to church, if a black woman typically is married and she's going to church, she's going to reverence the pastor more than she reverences and honors her husband. Yeah, she'll have an attitude towards you. And as soon as the pastor calls, hey, pastor, how you doing? And get off the phone and resume the attitude towards you. Yeah, as if her walk with Christ is more important with her so-called pastor than the one who she shares in the same name with. The pastor didn't make a covenant on your behalf with the Most High. Your husband did. And pastors will see this And they'll know this, but won't say nothing. Pastors aren't going to say, hey, no, your husband is your covering. Even though I'm your pastor, he comes before me. Pastors aren't going to say that. No, because they want control. But as far as I'm concerned, if your wife is calling her pastor daddy and he's so-called spirit, this man said, oh, family, I'm sorry. This man had the audacity to say that, no, she's my spiritual daughter. What? Ain't no such thing as a spiritual daughter who's married. She's married. A daughter is somebody who has to be taken care of. You're not going to take care of her economically. You're not going to take care of her spiritually. You're not supposed to take care of her. You can't. And financially, we know you're not going to do that. Sexually, okay, who knows? As far as I'm concerned, if you got the right to, if my wife is calling you daddy, then you might as well sleep with her. You might as well. You shouldn't be that close to my wife that she's honoring you and she's revering you to the point where she feels as though she's obligated or okay to call you daddy. Daddy and the husband, it looked like he could be older than you, so I'm pretty sure his wife is around you. Y'all probably are peers, but she's calling you daddy. See, this is the wickedness in this society where everything is backwards, and it's more than that. You have a black man. See, I'm pro black men because I understand what our job is. Our job is to rule over our house and to cover our house and to be, the representation and the extension of the Most High under our roof in our kingdom. My house is my kingdom. Yes, it's my kingdom. So when I have, or if I had my wife referring to a pastor, and there was once way back when my wife would reverence pastors more than me, I had to say, no, you don't do that. They're not going to pay no bills. They're not going to pay no bills when you're sick. They're not going to do anything but take your money and give you a good word when you go to church on Sunday and Wednesday. But the heavy lifting, the things that matter, it comes from that husband. So you're going to do me the respect of respecting me to the point where no man, no woman can come and you put me second or third or whatever, to them. I'm first. In the fleshly realm, in the physical realm, I'm first. Yeah, I want you to keep the Most High first, but as you can see, I'm first. Calling somebody daddy, he lucky the dude didn't holler. Man, you don't play with no man's family. But before I leave, let me check this brother, because brother, you. Hopefully before you went and checked that pastor, you checked your wife and told her, listen, choose me or this church, because the church ain't got nothing to do with your salvation. Choose me or this church. I don't want you attending this church anymore. I don't want you attending. I forbid you to attend this church anymore. And if she got a problem with that, well, she's in a rebellious state. And you're like, okay, well, I'm going to go my way and you can go your way. If it's that, and see, if she decides to go the other way, if she decides after you've told her what it's going to be and you lay down the law as a husband, which is what you're supposed to do, if she decides that, you know what, no, I ain't going to do that, well, then you need to go ahead, give her that paperwork and go on about your business, because she's a rebellious woman. And she don't love you. She don't respect you. If she don't respect you enough to say, okay, well, hey, you told her you don't want to go to a certain church, and she decides she's going to keep going, she's basically saying, screw you and your leadership. I'm going to do what I want to do. Well, you don't have a wife anyway at that point. Stop worrying about what you're gonna lose. Stop worrying about the kids. Go ahead and file that paperwork and let her know, you know what, you can take whatever you want to take, but you ain't finna take my manhood. Family, you've been rocking with TWID10, but that's what I do. All praise to the Most High. Daddy, man, please. Peace.